Greetings YouTube, it is iCool18 and I wanted to talk to you about a few things that I had on my mind. No, this avatar change is not one of the things I wanted to talk about. However, when I do create videos like this in the future for this channel, I will more than likely be using this avatar. So if you don't like it, then you're going to have to get used to it because this is what you're going to be seeing more often than not when I create videos like this for YouTube from now on. The main thing I wanted to talk about is, if you read the title, is the new arms up we are getting in Smash. Oh, we are! Oh no, who's it gonna be? Oh!
From arms.
Oh! A lot of people have been talking about it. There's been a lot of theories as to who it could be, who it can't be, and all that. And I wanted to lay my own thoughts on my own opinions of the matter. For starters, ARMS is one of those games that I feel like a lot of people expected to receive a representative as a fighter back when the game first came out, because that was also around the time when ARMS was released. So it would have made sense for an ARMS rep to be represented in Smash then, rather than being introduced this far down the line as a DLC fighter. Not to mention that ARMS as a game is almost entirely dead right now, because yeah, the gameplay it is lackluster. Like when the game first came out, I was playing it a bunch. It was one of my favorite games on the Switch when it was first released, but nowadays I don't really play it because I've pretty much done everything there is to do in it, and yeah, that's that. Truth be told though, I do really still love the characters that are in that game. I also love the music, the stages, I love everything about the game. It continues to be one of my favorite Nintendo Switch exclusive games in the long run. When Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch was announced, I was really hoping for some kind of ARMS rep to appear in Smash. However, my dreams of that were shot down when Springman was revealed as an assist trophy. So, even though I created a whole bunch of ideas for what the character could be as a rep for Smash, when I saw Springman as an assist trophy, that kind of just blew my ideas for a fighter out of the water. And that is one of the things I would like to talk about. Yes, we may be getting a ARMS character as fighter number 6 in DLC volume pack. Hold on. Yes, we may be getting a ARMS fighter in Smash, complete with his new stage, several song tracks, maybe new spirits and stuff like that. But we already have ARMS representation in Smash. We have 5 spirits, 2 Mii costumes, and an assist trophy. This already raises red flags as to who can and can't be the fighter, because if Springman gets in as the fighter, he's already assist trophies, so that'll raise questions on what other assist trophies could be promoted to fighters. Additionally, we have Springman and Ribbon Girl as Mii costumes, and people are saying if one of those two get in, then it could mean that Mii costumes that we have could also be promoted to fighters. I don't really see that as a strong argument, because we also have Mii costumes for characters like Mario, Link, Chrom, K. Rool, Isabelle, and yeah, so I don't really see that argument as valid, but it's some argument that some people are making. I don't know why. And then there is the final argument of, we have 5 armed spirits in Smash, and if one of those characters that are already a spirit get in as the fighter, then it'll be raising a bunch of questions as to what spirits could also be promoted to fighters. The spirits we have in question, as you can see on screen right now, are Springman, Ribbon Girl, Ninjara, Twintail, and Min Min. So that is already 5 of the 12 characters, I believe? It's been a while since I last played ARMS. But yeah, that's 5 of the characters from ARMS already in the game in some way, shape, or form. So if we got one of those 5 characters in as a fighter, it would raise a lot of questions about a whole bunch of things. So with all these so with all these theories and stuff going around and everyone just talking about everything about it, I thought I'd lay my own. Of course, my battery has to go low right now. So glad I prepared beforehand. And Journey, I swear, if you do place this in the video. So with all these thoughts and theories flying around, I thought I'd place my own thoughts on who I think Fighter 6 in who I think Challenger number 6 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be. For starters, I am going to say that the 6 characters represented in Smash already, Springman, Ribbon Girl, Ninjara, Twintel, and Min Min, will not be the fighter that is chosen. My reasoning for this is A, Springman is already an assist trophy, and while yes, I could see Springman getting in, because he already is a spirit in the game, I do not really see spirits being promoted to fighters, and there is a reason for why I believe that. For all the fighters that we do have in Smash, they too have their own spirits. They have their main spirits, maybe even alt spirits based on alternate costumes they have. And while yes, some fighters do appear as spirits in other forms, such as Luigi from his Mario Tennis Aces appearance, and Bowser from his Super Mario Odyssey wedding appearance. Those are different from the fighters themselves in the fact that those costumes that they wear aren't in their character. Like Luigi doesn't use a tennis racket, nor does he have a tennis outfit as one of his alts. Same thing with Bowser. He doesn't have his wedding attire as one of his alts. So when it comes to fighters being both spirits and fighters, the only way I feel like Springman or any of the other ARMS characters that are already spirits in Smash could get in is if they receive a brand new design for Smash specifically, or for a new ARMS game that is coming out. So as far as the ARMS spirits that we already have in Smash go, I don't believe we will be getting any of them as fighters in Challenger Pack number 6. So even though we might not be getting those fighters, I do have a few theories on who I believe Fighter 6 in the ARMS series could possibly be. My first theory for who the fighter could be is Max Brass, who is classic mode, one of the main characters. He is the final character you fight in classic mode for all characters, no matter what difficulty it is. And he is basically the champion of the ARMS tournament. He is a natural fighter, and not to mention that he can hold himself well in pretty much any fight. I say Max Brass can get in because next to Springman, he is like the one of the biggest faces of ARMS. He was in the game since the very beginning, and although he wasn't really playable until like a later update in the game, he was in the game day one, and I feel like characters that were in the game since day one will have a higher chance of getting in than characters that were released in later updates. That's not to say that I don't believe only specific ARMS characters will get in, because there is one character that was released in a later update that I also believe could make it in as a fighter, and that would be Dr. Coil, the main villain of ARMS. I can't remember the full story, but if I remember correctly, something happened between Dr. Coil and Max Brass. They were in like some kind of relationship, but like some accident caused them to break up or something like that, and in response Dr. Coil created what's the name of it? Gosh, it has been way too long since I last played ARMS. In response, Dr. Coyle created Headlock. I believe that's its name. It's something close to that. In an attempt to basically contest with and beat Max Brass. I could see Dr. Coyle and Headlock working together in some way. Like maybe Headlock will appear as like the final smash or something. And also Dr. Coyle does have like quite a few good moves of her own. If I remember correctly, she is also the reason why Helix and Springtron exist. I don't remember if that's 100% accurate because again, it has been a while since I played ARMS. But I can also see her using characteristics and traits from those two characters in part of her moveset. So it's like maybe using Helix or a form of Helix to like bounce around and stuff like that, or like using Springtron's ability to like disable weapons and nearby items and stuff like that. So yeah, I can really see Dr. Coyle getting in as quite a unique fighter. However, if Max Brass or Dr. Coyle don't get in, there is one more character from the ARMS series that we currently know of that I think could get in, and that would be Helix. Helix is probably one of the most oddball characters in the game. He can stretch his body, he can like melt down and squish his body, he can like do a whole bunch of weird things with his body because he is technically goo, maybe DNA. His arms are DNA, so he's some kind of DNA-like creature. Like I said, he was created by Dr. Coyle, stretchy, if I remember correctly. Basically, the character in a whole is just going to be like one big stretchy character that can like stretch around the screen and all that. And after a while, I kind of got used to the fact of seeing Helix appear as a fighter. I was a bit hesitant at first because I couldn't really see it working out, but the more and more I started thinking about it, the more I was like, maybe that could work, but we'll see. So yeah, those are like the three main characters that I believe could get into Smash as fighter number 6 in Smash Ultimate DLC. However, if none of those three fighters get in, then I do have one more theory on who it can be, and it's going to be a character that I know a lot of people might not like or might hate, and that would be a new ARMS character entirely. Like I said earlier, the game has been kinda dead for quite some time. I'm fairly certain that even Nintendo knows this, and adding a character this far down the line, it's a bit odd. However, at the same time, it is understandable why Nintendo is adding a character from this series. Because, you know, with like COVID-19 and everything going around, basically the entire world being on lockdown, Nintendo themselves have said that they've tried going out to like communicate with other game companies to get other characters in Smash. However, but with everything going around, it's been very difficult to do that. So the easiest thing for Nintendo to do at this moment in time would be to add a character from their own game series, rather than try and go out and, you know, like do some cooperation business, especially considering everything that's been going on now. So while Nintendo could just be like adding an ARMS character because they need some character to add in as fighter number 6 until we are done with this entire quarantine thing. Another reason they could be adding a character from the series is because they are working on a sequel to ARMS. And usually with sequels to games like this, there are introduced new characters. I don't really expect for there to be an ARMS 2 released anytime soon. Despite how popular the game was at launch, how many people like the characters and all that. I don't really see a second ARMS game coming out. Nor do I see Nintendo creating a new character for the first game at all, because the last update we got was 2 good years ago, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it has been a while since this game was last active. I don't blame Nintendo for adding a character from the series to Smash. Like I said earlier, I really wanted an ARMS rep to get into Smash. And even though it may not be a Springman, who I really wanted, I will gladly go with any ARMS character because, like I said earlier, the characters, the music, the stages, it's all just so amazing. The gameplay from ARMS may not be the best, but like other than that, like I really do love the game, and I am really happy that we are getting a rep in Smash. Even if I had to wait 2+ years for that character to come out. But anyways, that will more than likely do it for me. For this little discussion on who I think will and won't get into Smash. On what character from ARMS I believe will and won't get into Smash. I would talk about like some kind of moveset idea that I have for them because back when Smash Ultimate was first announced, I did create a moveset idea for Springman and like alts he could use and stuff like that. However, I'm not going to do that in this video because I feel like it's already long enough as is. And yeah. If you guys would like to see like a video on what you think or what I think the ARMS character's move set could be and all that, then feel free to leave a comment down below and I might just create some kind of video on that. But anyways, yeah, that's all the time I got today for this video. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, then be sure to leave some kind of comment below, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content with this. And yeah, with that being said, if you don't mind, I gotta go back to playing Animal Crossing New Horizon on my Nintendo Switch. Because I feel like one of my residents might be in a bit of a quarrel with bees, and I'm gonna need to fix that before they decide to burn down every tree on my island, trying to get rid of every bee in existence. Not to mention that I do need to pay off my payment with Tom Nook, so yeah, I might as well get on that. So have a good day, everybody. Alright, let's do this. Greetings, YouTube. It is iCool, and today I want to... Hold on, let me restart that. Greetings, YouTube. It is I, Cool18, and today I want to talk about a few things that I... Okay. Greetings, YouTube. It is I, Cool18, and